What's going on? It's your man Miles C, man, 219 TV, Midwest Connected Chiefs for Life, man. And as you know, GoFundMe is not life insurance. And with that being said, man, I'm just sitting out here, my son AAU game had a minute one. I was just looking at something I just saw, man, Gunplay put a cease and desist on DJ Envy. Charlemagne put a cease and desist on Star. They say the dude Caesar is on the run. You feel what I'm saying? Finesse 2 times out here beefing with Jay Prince. They just supposedly took his chains, cut the mob ties. And my question is this, man. At what age do you stop beefing? Street beef anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because, say like Envy wanna, he acting like he from that, gun place. You could tell who really about that, It seemed like to me in that situation, Gunplay and Ross a little closer to the streets than Envy. Envy always dealt with the streets being the DJ, you know what I'm saying? But I think personally that may be as far as he got. Now when we become men, and we get older, now we want to show the dude, see, what NG's doing is like, how a police officer, once he become a police and see it all, this all you got to do in there, back up. So Envy kind of, as a grown man now, he feel like, yo, all you got to do is bark back and they go, that's all you got to do. You bark back and they'll back up, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to lose nothing. And so in these back and forths, they proceed. See, it went left when Envy read off that penal code. And bro, when you read off the penal code, talking about. Now the funny part was when Envy said the Department of Justice was calling him off the hook after this. So you ain't finna tell me they was watching, looking at YouTube. You ain't finna tell me that they was looking at YouTube, man, and they seen somebody's YouTube page. And in this person's YouTube page, you know what I'm saying? They saw him recorded phone call. What they say, cat. So now with that being said, now you playing chess and playing your hand. What you showed now was the fear of it going too far. You felt like when somebody said they'd slap you, Envy felt out into the streets. But then anybody know in the streets, hollering off penal codes ain't gangster. I don't know what part of the streets Envy from. You don't intimidate nobody by hollering off penal codes. All you letting them, that's a slick way of saying I won't. I'ma tell on you. Just like Envy said, I didn't mention his wife, but you mentioned something that him and his wife did, man. So how real we gonna keep it? You mentioned something that the man did for his child, because you getting at his man. So we ain't gonna play the I didn't say her name. See, some people do that. You gotta watch people. People there try to be like, oh, I didn't do this. They said innuendos. You feel what I'm saying? Fair use, fair use. They said innuendos and then act like you didn't catch the innuendo. If we standing around and I say, man, y'all some lame. This dude lame, and I don't care who got something to say about it. It's just you and your man there. Obviously, I'm talking about your man. I ain't say to your man, do you got something to say? I said, ain't nobody here. I don't care. I can say I didn't say his name. And so there's plenty of examples of that we can say. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, man. As we get older and it get real out this thing, like Star. Everybody knows Star from Star and Buckwell. I used to live in Jersey, so Hot 97. Star been breaking on his Envy story, you know what I'm saying? And Joe Budden went in on Envy too. Y'all gotta watch that Joe Budden video. Joe Budden went in on Envy, bro. I don't know what Joe Budden told Envy years ago. He said a year or two ago, he said he brought the idea to Joe Budden about his man. He said Joe Budden told him it sounded like a scam. Budden from Jersey, from the streets. See, Envy, you ain't, when street dudes, he was easy to finesse. So now he just trying to look like he holding the streets down, holding his man down. But I guarantee you, because Star say some people made threats to him. If something happened to anybody under the name of that, Envy finna see how street he is. But y'all, let me know what y'all think. Drop some in the comments, man. At what age do you stop beefing, bro? Bullshit beef, man. These is bullshit beef. These ain't real beef. Now, it's some beef that don't never stop. It's some things where people have really done something serious to you and your family, where it's really bad blood out here. And even in them cases, as you go on, you don't carry the beef, but that like and disdain is still there, and that's respectable and that's honorable. But some situations ain't even worth trying to carry like that. You feel me? So, but when you just like Gimme say, somebody disrespect his wife and his kids, he going in. That's what gunplay at. You disrespected my situation to disrespect my man, so I'm back at you. Now, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Anybody know something about? Because now they say if you record a phone call in Florida, as long as one person consent, that's a wrap. And one person could be the person making recording the call. You feel what I'm saying? So, drop something in the comments if you think something about that. But what y'all think about this, man? Has it gone too far? At what age do you stop beefing? At over 50. All these brothers pushing 50, man. I'm 50, and they all right around my age, bro. 2, 3 years young. Even you're over 40. 30s, it's still some real street beef in their 30s. This guy's really street beefing in their 30s. But your 40s, man, it's like OG. Because this guy's coming in and out of jail at that time. See, what people got to understand, through all these ages and cycles of life, it's still a person going in and out of certain stages of life. You got 50-year-olds just getting out the joint. Now, they grew up in there as a man, but certain ways they still got. And when it comes to being respect is something that never died at any age. It gets handled different as you age. You feel what I'm saying? It don't change at no age. You want your respect. But how you handle going about getting it, that's what comes with age and maturing. You know what I'm saying? And what's worth actually being respected for. I don't really care if you don't respect me for certain things at this age. I know now why old people be like, man, go ahead with that. You know what I'm saying? I can understand if it's certain things at this age that you might not, but at this age, I ain't tripping off certain shit that you don't respect me for, that you don't agree with me with. I don't, and that's what come with it, man. Because a lot of people ain't gonna make it to 50, baby. And I can tell you what I did again. I ain't get here being dumb and playing the game another person's way either. And right now, you ain't be playing another person's way. You know what I'm saying? So man, you better get off your man, get off gunplay. Worry about how much money you might have to pay back. If y'all pay back any cent to anybody, if your man pay anybody back, y'all both gonna be held liable if nothing else. You might not go to jail, but instead of car shows, you might have to start having car sales. You feel what I'm saying? So man, I just want to know what y'all think about this, man. Beefing over 50. Is it really worth it, my brothers? If it ain't about no real, well, this is about real money, but that really wasn't about no money. But I just want to know what y'all think, man. Just tapping in, drop something in the comments, man. And envy is he outdated, bro. I think he real outdated, man. Yeah, I think he real outdated, man. I think that to me, a little too old. You feel what I'm saying? He a little too, to be worried about that. You feel what I'm saying? You're a little too old to be worried about that, man. So I say if you basically you over 40, you over 40 and you worrying about another guy's, you over 40, you worrying about how you look in the streets. Cause that's basically what it all boils down to. And then shout to Charlemagne the guy, man. I used to didn't like Charlemagne, cause he came in the game like Star. He came in with that what they call it, shock jock style, saying anything about anybody. But Charlemagne learned. And when Envy was in there going off, Charlemagne told him, he said, yo, you going too far, man. Slow down. Charlotte from the South, he know what's real. Because Charlotte a little more closer probably in the streets. It's the difference being around the streets and in the streets. Emmy was probably in the streets. Gunplay Ross and it was around the streets. Ross and Gunplay them, they from the streets. They was in the streets. So it's a real big difference, you know what I mean? Because when it get thick, the one that was in the streets, he keep pushing because he know this is nothing. Because he know it ain't got there yet. So the one that ain't been in the streets, he think him just arguing with a street dude is him being in the streets. No, it's deeper than that, man. So y'all drop something in the comments and how far do you think after 40? Yeah, I say after 40. At what point should you be able to just, let all of that go? Let me know something. Spent Cheeks for Life 219 TV. Let me know something. We'll go back in here and watch the game, man. We out.